Hey, welcome back to American Truck Simulator, and here's me truck. But I gotta slow down for this red light, and this hatchback who's threatening me. Alright, how's everyone doing? So, I am doing a trip in a Caterpillar C-12, using an engine definition that my good friend Zach found and sent to me. Sometimes my Google foo skill just doesn't skill, shall we say. So Zach found an official Caterpillar document detailing the 1997 Caterpillar C-12, 430 horsepower rated. Now, okay, I had a 390 and a couple of 410s, and they are indeed in the Steele Productions Engine Pack, but it didn't have the 430. And yeah, this is the 430, so this engine is interesting for a couple of points. One, yes, it's 430 horsepower from a 12-litre engine. That in itself is not too big a deal these days, but it produces 1650 foot-pounds of torque. So that's not a lot of power for the amount of torque that it produces. Its maximum power is 445, but the power plot here is very flat, from about the 1500 to the 1800 RPM point. Okay, you may be thinking, so what? Well, the nice thing about the flat power is it makes it easy to drive and fairly easy to short shift. So this is a test run. I'm using a progressive shift pattern, and it's coping with it well, and it's pulling. It is right now hooked up to over 54,000 pounds of waste paper behind me in a double, plus the weight of these trailers too. Let's get back in the cabin. I think I don't want to mess that up. And we're using a 13 speed with a 355 final drive, so it's not especially short on the gearing either. And this thing is, I mean, what more do you want? It's a 1650 foot-pound in a Mac R with an R700 hood. So this is my current test truck. At least the Mac R has been. And I gotta say, well, thank you, Zach, for finding this. And what a bit of a little beastie this engine's gonna be. So we give it some power, and it squats the tail and it lifts the nose. See if I can show you that. So we're gonna let's bring this up. I need to do this as well. Really do not want to run into anyone. Okay, so if I give it a bit of power here to get it back up to 30, see how the nose rises? If I give it lots of power, it downshifts, and off we go. Now this is a fairly steep gradient, and we're powering up this hill in fifth low. Yeah, I like this. Look at that. It actually shifted up twice. Yeah, because it didn't need to be in the interim gear. What do you know? So it went from 5 low to 5 high, and then up to 6 low, and I'm still a wide open throttle. On a diesel, I guess it's full torque requirement, and make no bones, this is a pretty heavy cargo. It's another shift. Right, I'm going to ease off now. We're getting close to 35. Fuel consumption, well, I don't think it's going to be amazing. I'm actually speeding. That's bad of me. I don't think it's going to be amazing, but it's not going to be bad. How long's the trip today? I think it's a fairly short run. Yeah, 100 miles. I reckon it's going to take me a couple of hours to drive that trip, and I've got 2 hours 21 left in my shift. It's a World of Trucks journey, which means my speed limiter is set at 65. And lucky for me, the speed limit changes to 55 just up here. Oof, bit of a fender bender there, it looks like. Quite sure how that happened. Right, let's get back on the power. I would like to get there before the end of my shift. I'm going to lift off completely here because we're going down a pretty steep hill. There we go. I'm going to access the cruise control like so. and let's see how well it copes with this undulating road. Now it's put itself in 8 low. I'm going to leave it in 8 low. Let's let the automated gearbox decide what gear it wants to be in. Once I go downshift, there we go. I like how this is behaving, and Zach has said some very kind words about how it works. Yes, and I've alluded, there's quite a bit less work involved in getting the engines to shift how I want them to shift, but there's a big caveat there, and that is it took a lot of work to get those initial low gear shift points, and it's quite easy to get them wrong. Ask me how I know. So now when you're in cruise control, I may have talked about this before, it completely disables the adaptive shift pattern. I'm going to just shut down cruise control here. So it's going to shift at those predetermined points. When you're driving it manual, you're driving it with your foot as opposed to the cruise control. That's when it behaves. That's when it adapts. Get on my I'm on my engine brake here. Gonna bring the speed under control like so. I only want to watch my speed here. I'll put this up here on the onboard computer, although you've got a speedometer down there, you can see that. And I want to drive this old school because when I give it a squeeze of power to go up a hill, I want it to choose the best gear for me. Okay, let's get back on the power now. Yeah, it didn't need to change down there. It's got plenty of go. This could be a lot of fun in the wet with the truck sliding around all over the place. What's my wear at? It's saying it's 0% wear, but I know that my tires are about, my wheels, I think they're 11 or 12% worn. You know what, I'm going to be a bit aggressive with the power here. We're going to brake firmly into this next corner with the engine brake on and see how it behaves. So it reckons down to 30, so firmly. Nothing untoward there. I've told it not to shift down to downshift under engine braking, so it didn't. Back on the power. Yep, there goes the downshift, and yeah, I mean no drama really. It's just getting on with it. I'd love a weigh station to see exactly how much this combination weighs. We may not find one, but that's okay. So we're powering up this in 8 low. We were 7 low, and it's shifted up a couple of gears. Just let gravity give us a bit of a boost in speed. I may manually force it to shift up to 8 high. I don't think I will. I'll just leave it in 8 low. Let's get back on the power. Let's feed it some more power as we go around this left-hand corner. There we go. So it downshifts if I squeeze it pretty firmly. Just to give me a couple of miles an hour, it looks like. And it completely skipped 8 low, put myself into 8 high. Right. I'm going to put my cruise on at 59. Let's let it just cruise along here, I think. Hey, here comes the rain. Okay, that's going to ruin play. Maybe tackling this a little bit too quickly. Let's see how well the Mac does. Is it going to fall over? Okay, it didn't fall over, but this right-hand corner looks like it's... Oh, it's storming. This right-hand corner looks like it might be a little tight. Yeah, let's get on the engine brake. Again, I've got cruise in, so it's going to behave a little differently. Disable my cruise, get back on it manually. There's the thunder. Let's open my windows just a little bit to hear the thunder, I think. I will be quiet for a bit so you can hear the sound of the storm. Except I went and cleared my throat. It's a pretty impressive bolt of lightning. Where are we? Don't have a distance to my destination. Come on. There we go. 70 miles. Oh, brake. Oh, heck. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh. We were close. But we didn't run into the back of it, so okay. Whew. My brake sensitivity is turned down to I think 65% if memory serves me correctly, and it can catch me out. Most definitely can catch me out. Okay, I think we're good. Yep, we're good here. So let's take it wide, then give it full lock, and hopefully my trailer's going to miss the curb. Looks like it. Okay. So I will say this about the engine. It's all the C-12 you could ever need. I mean, it's maybe a little bit more than you could ever need. This is a pretty heavy haul, and it's made light work of it. And this road is twisty and hilly. It's a challenging road to keep your speed up. But the little C-12 has done just great. One last check the left, okay. And it'll even short shift when I need it to. Right, that's my driver getting tired. What have we got? Oh, okay, we're over time now. So I may get fined for being late on the trip. I don't think it's worth stopping now. If there was somewhere to stop, I might be tempted to. But, yeah, there isn't. Right, well I think that just about brings me to the end of today's video. A little short and sweet trip. Just demoing an engine that will be being released. At the time of recording this video, it'll be probably the next update to the Steele Productions Engine Pack. In all likelihood, by the time you're watching this, the engine's been live for a few days perhaps. Just depends on when I get around to editing this and getting the video out. But you know where to find the engine pack. There'll be a link in it below. Thanks ever so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.